Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back to, drawing of it. Jeez Louise, it has been some time, but, yeah, I realized that I cut off, like, in a second, which I didn't need to do. And because of the long delay, it actually didn't work well. But, anyway, we're back. As you can see, I did some time. Then I realized there are some problems in the drawing itself. So we're gonna be fixing that before we can continue, because holy hell, the proportions. It doesn't look. It looks already decent enough, but it is not good enough. Because that's the important part, you need to do this properly, so therefore, we need to do it correctly as planned. I mean, that is what it is. So, full screen on this bad boy and see what we need to fix. So we're gonna be putting down a little paint layer just to get everything up and running. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be switching this to let's go for red, so that I can know what I need to draw. So the main issue here is that we have this needs to be a little more sharper on the side. I believe that is the thing that I need to do. But I don't want to make it all natural looking, so yeah, that's more better. So I need to fix that. That way we fix the head, probably not fully. Nope. Something is odd here. We cannot let that happen. So the idea is that we are trying to figure out, like, how do we get that face correctly up and running, because holy hell, it's a very problematical thing that happens, because not everything works as it should. Not everything works as it should be. Like, for instance, here you can clearly see that if we take a good look at this, we have this right here. We have these parts, and cancel. So we have these parts right here, and then we have the chin right here. So we have like a smooth chin on the side, which we need, and then we need to also have. Alright. So let's see. Maybe we need to reposition some stuff here. So that, and then go down, and go down there. Let's see, if we go for this, would that fix it? Probably yes. But then it's too sharp on the side. So if we make it like this, add that, and then we put the smile right here. It doesn't matter where we put the smile, it's just, yeah, absolutely horrible smile, but you get the point. So if we put the smile a little bit more down, well, then now we don't have to fix that, so that's one thing that we need to fix. We're gonna put it into red so that we can see where, where and how. That looks much better. Yeah, that looks much better. This is all correct. This is correct. This needs to go down like that. This then needs to go like this, but that is a thing I still need to figure out how to do that properly. This shoulder needs to go down. So if we're gonna go for that, we need to go here. And we need to lower then this thing down, so we need to lower it down till here. Like so. Or maybe like so. Yes. So now we have actually, and then we can still go for this kind of approach. Yep. We fix the shoulder. That's good. So let's try to do these changes first, and then we gonna be look forward into the things that we did before. Because holy hell, it's important that we do these things, you know, because all the we need to do this because of all the, because we need to learn how to well the main idea here is that we do this to get come on, I know the sentence here. We do this so that we can actually move towards the last part, which is that we are going to be finalizing this. So after we since we need to move this part right here, so we're going to remove this part. We now have this instead. I need to make sure that I have. So this is all going to be done. There you go. So the idea that we are now using that is a far better look on top of it. So now we're going to go to the clothing, which is this part, not this part, this part. There you go. Now we're going to fix this, well, you know, look on the uniform. So the main idea here is that we're actually improving the stuff that we need to do. So to fix this, we need to get that like so, and then we add like such a guide to it. We can move this downwards as well. Now if we then shut down this, we can see now clearly what we do, which means that we now can yes, we can fix this. So now we have that. Now we need to go here, fix this part up. So yeah. Oh. I need to lower down the size here a little bit. There you go. Now we can go here. Gonna be fixing this later, but there you go. It's not the best beauty, don't get me wrong here, but it is a beauty nonetheless, if I'm correct. Yep. So now we need to actually fix this suit part. Oh well, you know. Probably like so. Hmm. No. I need to move this like... You know that how this is going, so we should... There you go. So now we have actually this properly portrayed, right? Because we have this line. Should actually make it smooth. Not vertical. There you go. This is our big boy here. Oh, this is not on that thing. I see. Let's put this on the other one as well. Alright, now we've done that. I want this, button to be there, so, it's important. Therefore, we need to make sure that the thing... Alright. Now we can put this back into full gear. And now we can remove the extended debris of it. Alright, and we see that horrible looking face right there in the background staring at us. Holy hell. We don't need that anymore. We can remove that. You can already see the difference. Jeez. It's like, you're seeing this alien in the background being like, yes, feel the power of God. And we're like, no thank you. Alright, so the only downside is that we now need to fix... where's my red layer? There you go. Now the only thing that we need to fix are this part. Big giant red button. Let's go for that. This part right here. Let's pick up a bigger, easier one to use it for. Do we have a marker? This part right here needs to be fixed. Why? Because we have this smooth body posture. So if we're gonna go for like a nice little olive, yeah, there you go, olive 1, olive 2. If we're gonna go for like the posture that we need, it's not the best one, but we need to go from here down here, and then we need to fix this part. Why? Because technically this is all need to be like this. So if we focus on getting the body into the shape we want, so we have this right here again. So the idea is that we can draw these circles into it. So we can draw these circles around it. So we can draw these circles. That's the idea. We need to figure out, like, we have these circles again, and then we have here we have the hips. So then that's the big circle. Now the idea is that we are figuring out how to get that posture the posture from, you know, the square boob posture, which is located here. Square boob posture that's located here, and then we need to get this this part right here. We need to connect that towards this. So that's the outer section, and we need to fix this part right here. So where the belly button is. So if you drew the belly button, you would already know, like, oh well. One thing is for sure, if we would draw the belly button, then this woman should be around, let's see. So we have belly button, follow up, and then right here needs to then be that, but it needs to be lower than. So we're not drawing anything here. We're just drawing this. We're drawing only the the main parts that we need to draw. So belly button is then right here, and we have the hips right here. So what we need to do with the clothing is that we need to fix the clothing right here, and need to fix the clothing right here so that it looks more smoother, I believe. And we need to figure out how we're gonna be, getting this lovely outfit to represent that curve. So we need to figure out how to get that outfit from point A to point B. So to here, from A to B, without the problematical issues that occur in the thing. So oh boy, that's all what we need to do. Problem is, this is probably going to be taking a long time to figure out, but hey, this is why I did already a lot beforehand, so that we're not going to get stuck on a lot of things that are invalid, like for instance the face and all the stuff. That was also a nightmare. So do I want this to be that? Well, this is going to be a sketch. So we're going to be going here. We're going to be setting this on lower perspective so that we know how to properly draw it. So we're going to do that. Alright. Now we're having this part, and we're going to be drawing this the easy way out, which is going to be this. So now I need a reference, otherwise I'm going to get nowhere. Which is a problem, because we need to figure out how this is working out without any problems whatsoever. So I'm gonna be just looking at some stuff to see how it's done. Alright, so it is done like that. Alright, it's done like that. It's done like that to make. Alright, so it's done like that, so that means I can do that like that as well, but I cannot do it like that so often. So I need to get the. I can go for the swaddle, but then I need to make sure that I do it properly. Alright, fine. Fine. So the idea here is that we're gonna go for this kind of approach, which we already have done before. So this part is all the same. I can fix this later, but first we need to just get a casual look of it before we are involving ourselves into the part that we need. So now I need to guide myself through the aspect of the thing that I saw, which is this. So the idea is that we're gonna go for this, and then we're gonna go for right here, I believe. The only downside is that we now need to figure out how to do Because now it's already looking dragged out. As you can see, it is very dragged out, which is a problem in most cases. This part. Yeah. So we're just gonna be doing this. So it's all about figuring out how to do this properly. So if we have that, we need to go for that. So that is like that. That. So that needs to be. If I go for that, would that work? Would this work? Probably not, because of how the body shaped is. How it is shaped. Which is the problem. It's too... So technically I need to then move this shape right here. I need to move it like that. So like so. I need to move it like so instead. And then move it downwards here. So now we have that. This is the worst case scenario of me figuring out how to do stuff. Yep, it is me, sluggy old me, figuring out stuff that's, supposed to be very easy to solve, but it's very difficult if you don't know how to do it properly. So, let's see. If we have it like that, would that work? Yes, no, maybe. And what if we're just gonna go for a t-shirt? Is that possible? Is that possible to just go for a t-shirt? Like so. If we're gonna go for a t-shirt, it means that we need to change the body perspective, because that means that we're doing it wrong with the drag. Oh, we're doing it wrong with the drag. The circle problem. Ugh. Such a nasty little surprise, really, honestly. You need to draw it in a perspective that, works. So this part right here needs to then be... So if we draw the sweater, we need to draw it like so. And then, it should work like that. That is how it's supposed to go. So, so if you have the sweater like that, there you go. It's lovely to have like a a body that you need to mangle around with a lot to get the right perfection on it. Because now it feels really tight, which it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be loosened. Oh, what the... Stupid. Why is it always blue? What happens? Alright. So that is how we're gonna go for. You can draw a full circle on that. So we're having... I need to draw this upside down. Yep. So this is just another sketch, which is true, but it is an important sketch because it gives us the outline where we need to draw once we're done with this. So we are now designing the sweater itself. The idea is that we're now figuring out how positioning works so that we can figure it out. So what we could do, we could move this part right here. Now I need to get that, like so. And then I need to get that. Like so. Now it is correct. Oh boy. Right? Now it's correct, right? Or do I need to add some more? Probably this. Yeah, now it's correct. Jeez. This is difficult. Looking at clothing. Well, you know, clothing 101 is already a nightmare to deal with anyway. Alright. So now we have clothing 101 problem 1 solved, which is the outer lines. Now I need to figure out something else, which is that we're using. So we have the clothing, which, you know, is already a good thing, good sign anyway. So first things first, order of business. If we want to draw the clothing, we need to also draw the amount of stuff that is on the clothing. One of those things is that. One of those things is this, which is the very easy but single button leash. The buttons. Yeah. I totally reckon we had such a problem here. So we have these buttons, and then we need to. Yeah, we have the buttons, and then we have also the buttons right over here. Now, the main issue is that we need to overlap them. So the idea is that we're gonna go way up to right over here, which is the place where the necklaces hold. So we need to go from point here to here, and then, you know, move our way down. So I'll be casually drawing a line, which we need to draw over this way. And now we need to choose. Now we need to choose which place we want to overlap it. So do we want to go for this part, or do we want to go for that, or for the other part? Well, I think we're going to go for this part right here. Yep. Downside is we actually don't have the. We have actually that thing laying on top of the object. Technically, this thing needs to be lowered, so we're going to be doing that. So we need to lower that thing, yes, like so. And then we need to make sure that it lays correctly on top of it, but that's the thing that we need to do, right? Yes, because if we lower it to this degree, it will actually serve as a tie, which I think that's far better. For us, at least. So now we're going to be just finishing this off, this design, because we can do that. So the idea here is that we're going to fix the thing that we have to deal with, and then, you know, go forward from there. So, oh boy. So we need to add the part here that needs to be done. So if we have these, you know, open, which we should, because technically they're open by default because of this. So we have this part open, so now we can go for that. Now we need to do it nice and easily. We need to follow the lines. So now, since we follow the lines, which are basically, these guidelines for, figure out where to go, we can now look into where we need to go from there. So there is also a line here that we need to do, because that's always great. And one line over here that also makes sense. These two lines, by the way, can still be changed because we need to figure out how to get the arm to the body. So it's just a little reference here. All right. Now we need to figure out how to do that. So because I'm already decided on how I want this necklace to behave, I will now change the necklace. I'll put the red out, and I will get the necklace up and running properly. So that's the idea. Now I need to see if it works. Well, that doesn't work. Great. That doesn't work. So I need to redesign that then. So if we want to design that, how am I going to do that? Nothing that's for sure. Ah. Alright, so we want this necklace to be going down. We don't have to reveal the necklace here, but we need to have the necklace right here. Alright, fine. I see where I need to do it then. Yep. Alright, cool. Fix that. So the necklace needs to be here. Because it has been dangling around, I need to so if I'm just taking it in perspective, I can then so that is the crystal. Right. I need to redo that with lighter tone on this one. But first we need to lay it down, so this is gonna be so. There you go. Hmm. Alright, so this is a crystal. I mean, you know, it's quite difficult to draw an amulet, alright? Especially when I'm like, you know, not fully understand how perspective works in most cases. You know, I know what a perspective is, but still, it's so damn difficult sometimes. Jeez. Let's go for that. That is lovely. I just need to change it a little bit on the. Yeah, much better. Now we can see what this is happening. Oh man, that looks actually quite decent. Nice. So we actually improved upon our last part. Alright, lovely. So now we have actually gained the ability to draw properly. Now we need to get the, I believe, yeah, I need to lower down the, if I believe myself, this is actually better, right? Yes. Yes, alright, cool. Now I need to get this into this again, and now I need to draw it properly without any sketch interferences. I need to lower this part down. Oh, no, it's south. Now we fix the proportions, which is great. We need to put this out so we can draw on it. Yes. No, wait. Yes. So now we need to remove. Oh. Alright. So if I put this, if I move this down. Blech. I'd rather keep it to the original one thing. Like so. That is actually quite decent. So it has been intertwined by, you know, this part and then this part. There you go. And now that is not revealed. Awesome, and I can remove this freely. Yep. Alright, now I can put this there. And I can put this. Yes! Alright. That is lovely. Now that we've done that, we can bloop bloop bloop. Move this away. Yeah. And this away. That's already looking far better. Even though maybe it's not too curvy. Well, the at least. Alright, cool. Jeez Louise, this is annoying. Let's see how long we have. I mean, oh hey Gentleman Salami, nice to see you, man. Jeez, yeah, sorry, it was a little bit too long focusing on fixing the damn body. Alright, good, good, excellent. Now we can see that actually the positioning on this is actually horrible. So we can use this, we can reuse it for the lower assets because we can still use it. Don't get me wrong here. And we're gonna do that because we're good guys. We like to reuse our things that we have lost. Now we can see how we can put this down into perspective. So so the idea here is that we're gonna be going for like such an appearance. That would not stand, isn't it? Hold on. Rat, show me. Oh, rat is already wrong, so we need to redraw the body again with rat so that we can see where we need to go from here. So it'd be lovely to use rat to indicate where or how we are gonna go do things. Alright, so we have now this shape right here. Let's go for fully. We have the shape right here. Awesome. And then we have here the hole, we have here the hole, which is, normal. Technically, we actually need to lower this arm down if we want to go fully good. Now we're gonna go on the hip side. So if we're gonna go for so let's see. So if we have this, we have this line walking, and then we need to get this part done. That is how it's going to be looking. So this is how it's going to be looking. So all right. So and this arm is actually quite small. I believe we need to lower that down to right over here. Yes. So if we have the arm, this arm actually extends to there. Grab that, and then we need to go here. Need to have that. How far doing that? All right. So then we can move our arm to that way, and that way we can fix that. All right. Cool. We have fixed the position already. Nice. Now we can see if we want the skirt actually to be a little bit more longer. Probably the answer is yes. Because we have the skirt like that, we need to move the skirt like this. Where's the end of the skirt? The end of the skirt is right there. Right. The idea here is that we're going to be using end of the skirt, which is here. So we're going to move that down there. So now we have the skirt. Now we need to get this correctly. So I believe we need to go for this kind of approach. Yes, absolutely. So this is the eventual size of the skirt. Oh boy. And we're even missing some feet. Yes, because technically the legs are here. So, stuff considered, this is like, the place where. So, there you go. So that's how we're gonna be doing it, and then we can go for that kind of approach. Are the hands and not long enough? Yeah, this is like not the hands I'm gonna go for, but there you go. Not like that. Not like shaky long hands. Oh hell no. So we want to go for this kind of approach. From here, straight down here. The rest we can fix later on. Alright. No problem, man. Just happening to out and trying not to go back to sleep. Oh man. Well then you're on the right address for sometimes. Because holy hell, this gives me nightmares upon working on it. Have you seen what it was before? This was what it was before. Hold on. Let's see. Do we have more than that? Yes, we do. Look how ugly this is. This was it before. All right. So now we have fixed the face. So this was it before. Now we fix the whole. Now we fix this. So now we have this. That's already a way more prettier lady than the other one before. So now that we're gonna be fixing this, we need to do that. That is this part right here. We need to fix that. So we're gonna be erasing this, and we're gonna be using our guts, our lovely red layer of doom, to guide us towards the thing that we needed to do. Alright. So this is that one. This is the shading, yes. Awesome. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna be working on this boy. Now we're gonna be switching back to that. We're gonna be switching back to red. Red. Alright. Now that is some spicy ass skirt. Now, still draw better than I can do. Yeah, but how hard? You know what the hardest part is? This is like the third attempt on drawing a girl. Let's put it this way. I'll show you my progress. So first things first, we're gonna go to Mrs. Ugliness. So we're gonna go for that first. But first we need to save this bad boy, otherwise I'm gonna be fired like a true ass. We're gonna go first. This is my first attempt, alright? Hold on. It's gonna be loading like a truck. This is my first attempt. Mrs. Derpy Face, so that's glorious. Then we have this attempt, which has the proportions totally wrong to the Oblivion. So there you go. Look at the hands; they are not right. And now we're gonna be looking at the last one that I did with that. And so this is the same design, but in a different mode. You can already see the improvement upon each and every last one of them. So now that we are done with those, now we're at this point. And you can already see that she already looks a lot better. Even though this still bothers me like hell. Clothing is like it's a real nasty piece of work. Clothing is like a real nasty piece of work because I need to figure out like Do I want this? Well, I can do this, but I need to actually make sure that I have, you know, it's either that I'm gonna make sure that the curve is a little bit, but I don't want to make it too curvy, like, you know, I don't want to make it too orangey with that. So, according to the rules here, I should actually move this downward. I should actually move this. This part needs to be down. Alright, so this is the part that is off. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, going back to where I want to go, that is this part. Oh boy, I'm gonna be regretting this so much. I'm gonna regret this so much. Yep. 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 I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Alright. So, which we're gonna be using anyway. So, what we're gonna do here is we're probably gonna be going for this kind of skirt, or we're gonna go for a more loose skirt. No, we're gonna go for a tight skirt, which is better in obsoleteness, probably. Yeah, why not? So we're gonna go for a skirt that is actually working like this. And I already know what I'm gonna be doing with it, so I'm gonna probably use this and then go for what I then can go for with this thing, because you know we can go for a belt right here because there are hips here. So I can go for a belt like here, like so, and then you know go cut this in half. Cut this skirt in half, like so. The idea with this is that we are going to be going like, you know, we're going to make this loose, which is true to what we wanted. So we're going to go for that kind of approach, and then we're going to go for loose. Yeah, loose. So I'm going to be going for a loose skirt, which now looses up things. No, this part needs to be done better. So because we're having a loose skirt, we can then go for like, there you go. Is that how I want it? Yes, probably. One like this. And then, you know, we have that on the hips, so there you go. That actually looks quite cool. I must say at least, but then I need to now figure out how to do this on texturing the size. So now we actually have something that is actually quite decent looking. And then we also need to get this part, which, you know, is still a thing. And then we have this part right here, and this part right here. So, here boy. Hi. Let's see. We can put this down. We can put this downwards. No, because it needs to have some fill. If I move this part, if I move the belt underneath, does that work? If I put a belt right here, would that work? Well, It's then not full. It's on the hips, so technically yes, it is actually practical. Alright, fine. So if I make a belt here, I would do that. I would make a belt here, like so, and then have this part right here textured up. Now I need to get this, like so, right? Yes, but that makes it less loosened. Yeah, it's so hard. So let's go back to the shirt, figure out how to do this. So that is a thing, right? Yes. That way I now need to get this part right over here. I can get that. I need to get this off so I can see. Now I can see where the mistakes are. No, we don't want that. Ugh, this is such a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. The main issue is that we're trying to fix aspects that are created by outlines, which is a problem. If I would have done this kind of approach, if I would have done this, I would have fixed a lot of trouble. If I just went for a fucking if I went for a t-shirt and then reveal the body, but no, I cannot have nice things here. Nope. So I believe I'm gonna be calling it here today, and then hopefully I can work this out tomorrow, early in the morning. Probably yes. So anyway, thanks all for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day, and until the next time, bye!